Good Friday, everybody. My name's Claire Fox Soul, and today we are going to be discussing Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, as Arc System Works has yesterday released new information about the network lobby and other modes. And we're going to get straight into this because Arc System Works has been adding a bunch of new features to Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, which is the updated version of their popular fighter Guilty Gear Xrd Sign. And we are going to be discussing about its new network lobby, first wave of DLC, and a little bit more information that we have gathered to discuss about. And let's start off with the new network mode. The new network mode is where, if you take a look at the following pictures, which we're going to be placing into here, it's going to be a 3D environment to where you can make a 3D avatar, which looks kind of like, I'm not sure if anybody has ever played it, but Battle Block Theater, to where all the characters were like block shaped and such, to which you'll be able to dress up your avatar, you'll be able to go around, and there's different modes. Like if you take a look, there is like arcade systems where you can just go in there straight to fights. There's a pond that's right in the middle of the world right there, where there's a tree, which kind of, I hate to say it, but kind of reminds me of the Secret of Mana. If you guys ever played that series where there was a tree and everything, kind of looks like that to me, in that personal opinion. And there you'll be able to go fishing, which from what I gather, the fishing aspect is where you'll be able to get like other colors for your avatar, different heads and stuff like this that will help boost up your avatar. And it's going to cost world money. So now that world money that you normally collected after you bought all the characters like Sin and such, and all the unlockable goodness in Xrd Sign, there was really nothing to do with it. Here, you'll be able to use that to create your avatar world. So unlike before with that bland look that Guilty Gear Xrd Sign had, they're trying to step it up a notch to kind of reminisce a little bit of like Blaze Blue, but in a 3D environment, which is pretty darn cool. Or Persona in that sense. I forgot about Persona there. So before you guys say, well, what about Persona? It's also like Persona. But I love the idea of making my little avatar and running around, which just is so awesome. I mean, the renewed network, you'll be able to get to move around using your avatar in this 3D environment. Here, you'll also be able to move around a new lobby system, and you'll be able to find player match fields to communicate with other players. The lobby feature will feature several different game modes from what it looks like that you'll be able to get to enjoy while waiting for your opponents, which we were discussing about fishing, which is so awesome. And this is really something that I am like uber excited for, because I'm hoping that when it comes to like player lobbies, if they have that you'll have like your little room where you could do the same thing in a sense, to where people could just go walk around and you'll be able to like not only use your roll money for your avatar, but maybe you'll be able to buy like different objects for your room and dress up your room in a sense, and do a whole bunch of different things. That would be pretty cool, and especially if you put into it like a 3D environment. That, oh my gosh, I am loving what Arc System Works did. I mean, if you look at Guilty Gear Xrd Sign and what they're doing Revelator for just this part, this is so completely out there. This is completely incredible, and I love them for this. Some other things that we're going to be seeing now from like this picture you see right here is they're putting in, I guess in the training section or the practice mode, you're now going to have what's called a new virtual stick mode, which features, I guess, that will allow you to indicate how you perform moves better. It will show examples of what you need to do to perform commands to top to bottom, and shows you what you have inputted. So not just having the combos being read from either side of the screen. Now you're going to have in the middle, which is going to show you, okay, if you want to do this move, this is how your stick should look. This is what you should do and what button to press. So for people who might have a little bit of a problem, like, okay, coordinating their hands, the screen's now going to show you what you can do with your stick, as well as keeping the button inputs on the left and the right side of the screen, so that way you have a correct reference of your errors and R to get those combos down. Which I kind of like this idea, because in a sense, for like if Guilty Gear Xrd Sign had this when I first started with the arcade stick with Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, it's been a long time. Like I told people back when I was doing stream, it was a long time since I used an arcade stick, and I was not used to the square gate and now this, and it's just like, I'm not used to this. This kind of would have helped a little bit more in a sense of like, okay, this is kind of like the movement system. So for someone new who's coming with an arcade stick, or even with a good D-pad controller, this is going to help showcase like, okay, you have now in the middle of the screen how you're supposed to input, and hopefully they will do this also with what they're going to be doing. Because if you guys remember something called challenge mode, now it's going to be called combo mode, which will teach you the basics from every character from bottom to top, so that way you can go ahead. So with this also hopefully being in there also, this will teach you, hey look, okay, you're trying to do A, B, C, D. Well, here we're going to show you what it looks like input wise, as well as where you can see your errors. So this is also pretty cool. And also from what I gather, mission mode is going to have more volume than before. So if you guys remember mission mode, that was kind of a syndrome where it's teaching you, okay, the basics of like, if this one uses this type of attack, you use this attack to beat this attack. So that right there, having more volume to show you, because I guess with the burst system now that's being in place, this is something that's the reason why they're adding more volume than before, to go ahead to showcase off more of that burst system. And lastly, the last bit of information that we can bring in is the first wave of DLC. It will be released simultaneously with the game in Japan on May 26th. This will feature additional color packs of 5 different colors for each character. Also, along with that, it will have a range system voice, which will feature the voice of Slayer and other new characters. So, we will also be getting a first wave DLC simultaneously with the release of Guilty Gear Xrd on May 26th. Now, we have 2 pictures right here of Soul Bad Guy and May that, honestly, I kind of like the soul the soul color of being black and white with red. That looks pretty cool to me. The May with the blue hair, I'm not really too fancy about. However, if the characters have that black and white with the red like that, or they have like black and white, yellow, blue, like that, will show off the character's main color. The reason why I like this is I was a big fan of the Sin City movies, and this kind of reminisces towards that, in my personal opinion. So I'm really pretty much excited for this also, and there's really not much more to go on except for this. Just remember, guys, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator will be released on May 26th for the PlayStation 4, PS3 in Japan. North America will get this game on June 7th, as well as Europe will be getting the game on June 10th of 2016 this year. And remember, guys, on April 5th, if you guys are completely interested in this game from everything that I've discussed, everything that I've shown on this channel so far, April 5th, my friends, pre-order the game on the PSN network. I would not recommend pre-ordering it on Amazon or GameStop. This is for digital copy. Unless you really want a physical, go for the physical. But if you want to be able to play the demo of Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, pre-order it April 5th, so that way you could get included into the demo. And remember, the demo, guys, is going to have training, arcade, versus built into it with all characters, except the DLC ones, if I'm not mistaken. So, other than that, guys, you guys have been a beautiful audience. Have a good Friday. Take care of yourselves. And until the next news video for Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, my name is Claire Fox Soul. We are going to be streaming this weekend some Guilty Gear Xrd Sign in preparation for Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, and we'll probably do some other games like Pokken Tournament and stuff like that too, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. But you guys have been an incredible audience. I love y'all, and if you like what you heard, please feel free to subscribe. Please fill the comment section up with questions, comments and stuff like this. Let's discuss the game. I'm trying to get more involved with YouTube right now with you guys, because I don't know why, I just really feel like doing this. And until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out.